Step 5 of the Math Enhanced lesson is to work through traditional math examples. If you remember in steps 3 and step 4, we were talking about math concepts in the CTE classroom, in the CTE setting. In step 5, what we want to do is strip away the CTE context and just focus on the math. The reason we do this is that many students actually fail to perform well on math concepts in the CTE classroom because they do not understand that the math concept that they are asked to do is actually the same math that they learned in a math classroom. They do not see the connection between CTE math and math that they learned by itself. So, in trying to build that connection, we do step 5. If you look at the lesson plan that was provided for you, in step 5, we're going to be doing the traditional math. Remember, we were talking about stair layout and construction, which uses the math concepts of measurement, slope, and estimation. So for step 5, they're focusing on just slope as though it was a math class. The teacher was just projecting a sheet of different slopes up on the board, and the students were calculating the slope of those lines. Now, we do not expect you, a CTE teacher, to create traditional math problems or traditional math worksheets. We have done that work for you already. If you click on the resource link right here, Traditional Math Problems and Video Tutorials, it will bring you to the folder containing our traditional math resources. Once this loads, there we go. Once again, we have all of our folders for the different math standards. And because we're talking about slope in the example lesson, let's talk about slope here. So I'm going to click on AM9, the folder for slope, and it brings up a number of different resources. We have a variety of different PDFs. What these are worksheets that are traditional math worksheets. So we're talking about slope, so I'm going to click on this PDF file right here. And this is something that you can print out and give to your students, or maybe the teacher in the example could have printed out and given to their students to have them solve some traditional math problems involving slope. These worksheets also have an answer document at the end, so you can quickly give the students feedback on how they are doing after they practice their traditional math. Now, if students are stuck, if they are here on number 1 and they say to you, listen, I don't remember how to do this outside of the CTE context. I can calculate it in step 4, in step 3, when we're talking about CTE slope, but just regular math slope, I don't remember how to do that. I don't remember the equation or whatever. What do I do? Well, students, we have some resources provided for you right here in the video links Word document. What they can do, the student can watch these instructional videos. So we're still talking about the standard, determine, pitch, rise, run, and slope. These are the different topics that involve those. And we have some instructional videos and additional practice problems for you. So down here, we're talking about slope. The student can simply click, okay, well, I'm having trouble finding the slope of a line from its graph, just like the worksheet that we were doing. So the student would click on that link, and it'll bring you to the Khan Academy website, where the student can watch a video tutorial taught as though this was a traditional math problem. They can go ahead and click right here, and the video will teach the students how to calculate slope. You'll notice that this is embedded from a YouTube video. The one nice thing, though, is that CPS has allowed Khan Academy YouTube videos, so the students do not need an administrative login or anything like that. These will be viewable from their student logins. They can go ahead and watch these at their own pace and whenever they get stuck, and they don't need to interrupt you or the class in order to get this help. They can do this at their own pace. Wonderful. Now, once the student has completed those videos, if they want some additional practice problems, you'll notice in this second column right here, online practice problems, they can just go over here, find the slope of a graph. Great, I'm going to click on that. And it's another Khan Academy site that allows the students to work on problems. So just like the worksheet, boom, there is an online problem asking the students to find slope. And they can just type their answers in here. If that's the wrong answer, they can check their answer. Oh, it told me I was incorrect. The slope is not 21. But it gives them immediate feedback, and then they can go back and try to find the real slope and check their answer and see if they have successfully learned the traditional math. Once again, this is going to be done in step 5, at kind of a self-paced model. So once you get through step 4, steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 are largely you showing the students how to do these things. In step 5, you are drawing back and saying, okay, great, let's see if you remember how to do those math concepts in the way that you were taught in your math class. You allow them to do this in a self-pace by the use of the videos, as well as the links of additional practice problems, and you are simply there helping them out, checking their answers from the answer documents. Now, the one thing I should also point out is you need to share, in order for them to get these links here, you need to share these documents with them, either email them out to them in some way. So what we have done is we have put these, if you go back to your resource folder, you will see a folder called Student Facing Links. Open up that, and you will find all the video link worksheets that we have provided for you. So the one that we just looked at was here, AM9, and you see it's right there. So those are the things. You would download this and email it out to the students so that they can themselves just click on the video link and watch it at their own pace. At this point, we are ready to move back outside of the traditional math and move on to step 6.